Before we get started, I just want to remind you again about the giveaway I have going on with Jill Maurer, and this is one of her necklaces, her Raleigh necklace. There's a closer peek at it. It's fallen on my table, oops. It didn't get hurt, it's very sturdy. See, there it is, good as new. This is the Raleigh necklace by Jill Maurer. She's very generously giving this away. And for details on entering the giveaway, check out my 10,000 subscriber extravaganza. I'll link it below, or you can just go back in my videos. It was 2 videos ago. Deadline to enter is May 17th, 2019. Come here. Come on. I have some guests with me. Baron has joined me in my chair. Come here, Bear. Here's Baron. He's just not really enthused about being on camera, I guess. But he's here with me. He's gonna sit behind me. And then Floofy is somewhere in the room. Floofy, come here. Excuse me, Baron. Baron has taken over my seat. I'll pick up my little pad here and show you. He's sitting just right like this across my seat, as if it is his own. Come here, scoot over please. I'm gonna sit on you. Come here, Fluffy, come here. Oh, there she is. Did y'all see her jump up? Here's Floofy, otherwise known as Roxy. She has 2 names. She responds to both of them. Hi, cutie. We love Floofy. She's wonderful. Okay. You're gonna go down there while Mommy films. Hi YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury on a budget, so if you're into that sort of thing, go ahead and subscribe. Click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post a new video, and remember to like the videos that you enjoy. Wearing my Jill Maurer jewelry today. I've got my necklace, the Taurus necklace, and the Brahma earrings. I love them. I've worn them just about every day since I got them. I really love them. I'm not just wearing them like for the giveaway and promotional and stuff. It's because I really do love them. All right, today I have for you a first look. I have a question first. The last video I did was a first look at this Chanel card holder, and I'm calling it first look because it's not really a review. I haven't used these pieces long enough to do a review. So I'm just giving you an overview of what they look like, so if you're interested in the piece, you can see what they look like in detail. Is first look the right term I should be using for that? Can you guys come up with something that's more accurate, more clever, more creative, something? If you have any ideas, just leave them below, and if there's one I love, I will change the titles on these from first look, and then you'll be confused why I'm talking about first look if you're watching it later. Alright, so I'm going to give you a first look of this bag. This is the Shop in Moscow tote by Chanel. This is the small size. I know it came in a small and a large. I think those are the only 2, and from what I've been able to tell online, the large is quite a lot larger than this one is. So let's start with some measurements, and I do know it came in a lot of different colors too. I've seen black and white or off-white. It's probably more off-white. I think I've seen a red one. Those are all the ones that are coming to mind, but this is in bronze. So I'll start with some dimensions, just really simple ones. I'm not going to measure every little thing on the bag, but let's start with the base. Now this is a squishy bag, so the measurements are going to be a little off depending on like how far the corners folded over the little base here. So it's basically 10 to 11 inches across. So I'll just say 10.5 inches across, or 10 and a half, that's right. I can do some math. 10.5 inches across the base of the bag there. 6 inches across this way, so 6 inches in depth. It's a little more than 10 inches tall. Not quite 10.5 though. There's a magnetic closure here. I'll show you that later. So that keeps the top kind of flattened out like this rather than rectangular like the base. So I'll measure how wide that is. That's 16 inches across. I remember it being measured as 15 on Fashionphile, but I'm measuring it as 16. Close enough. And then the all-important strap drop. We have 2 handles here. That's a 12-inch strap drop, so you've got a whole foot. It's a very generous strap drop. I've had no trouble getting it on my shoulder like that one-handed. All right, now let's take a look at the bag. I'll just give you a quick overview. like holding it up and a little spin for you. And again, I'm not going to review the bag because I do have some things I could say about it already, but I'll do a review on a later date when I've had it longer and can do a more detailed, more accurate review. Wait. There we go. The base, and then we'll go over the inside too. So let's go ahead and start with the front of the bag. And again, the purpose of this is in case you are interested in this tote, I'm just giving you a more detailed look at it. Because when I saw this on Fashionphile, I tried to do a little research on the bag and couldn't find all that much. I found a little bit. I don't know that there was anything on YouTube. I don't remember there being anything on YouTube. I don't remember watching any videos about this bag. But I did find a few images in the Google image search, and I found a few people talking about it on the purse forum from a while back. This bag came out in around 08 or 09. First of all, look at the stitching detail. That's one of the things that drew me to this bag. You've got the two big CCs on the front, and they are quilted, and that is stitched on there. It's a very soft, plush, pliable bag. It's not like pillowed. You can see how flat those are, but it may look flatter than it feels. It does feel plush. It feels like there's some cushioning in there. So you have the CCs with the lines through it, which I really love that they have all those stitched lines in there. I like that sort of Art Deco-ish kind of look. And then you also have the diamond quilting on the top. There's no diamond quilting on the bottom. This is one of the things I wanted to explain to you that I didn't understand when I was looking at photos. The pictures made the base look like it was very structured and almost like the Gabrielle bag, where it's a very structured base and a very loose top, because the top, it kind of flops over, you can see. And these lines here actually do have some structure. There's something sewn into here. I don't know what it is, if it's wire or I have no idea what the material is inside. But between those things, it's very soft. So those ridges, I'm going to guess that they're wires, kind of like a corset. They do give some structure to the bottom of the bag, but it's not so much that it's structured like the Gabrielle that's a molded base. It's still very squishy and pliable that way. Can y'all hear that thunder? It's storming outside. If I try to bend, you know, I can bend those, so they're still pliable. It's not like it's going to poke you or anything, or damage the bag itself or anything in the bag, but it does add some structure to the bag. And I believe this is made of calf skin. The side, both sides look the same. They have this seam like that. And then the back of the bag looks exactly like the front, except it doesn't have the CCs on it. So you've got the quilting and then those wire pieces. The base looks like that, so it has the 4 feet, but because this is so pliable and soft and squishy, the feet don't really do much. I don't know if you can see, they're kind of dimpled in there where the bag has enveloped them. So the leather on the bottom is going to touch whatever surface you put the bag down on. And obviously the leather is a weathered, wrinkly, kind of veined leather, like on the reissues, that very casual looking leather, which is something I really love about it. Mine has ruthenium hardware. I think all of the Shop in Moscow totes had ruthenium. I don't remember seeing any in gold. And you can see that the chain is attached through these little holes here, and that those say Chanel on all 4 of them, the 2 on the front and the 2 on the back. The strap is the metal chain with the leather woven through it, just like on the classic flaps and lots of their other bags. And then it has the strap on top. And I think you can tell, here's the top of the strap and here's the bottom of the strap. The bottom is not plush, but the top is. So the bottom would sit flat on your shoulder, and then the top is nice and squishy. Sometimes I turn them over and wear the top on my shoulder because it does have that padding. Either way, it's really comfortable. The hardware on the strap has the CCs right there on that round part. Can you see it? The ends of the leather, can you see right here? So that sticks out a little bit, and it doesn't look like it's glazed or anything. I don't think there's any glazing at all on the bag. There's no glazing on the top for sure. That is just leather that's been folded over and sewn. You can see the stitching there. And let's go inside the bag. So there's that magnetic closure. So here and here. On this piece, it does say Chanel on this one, but not on that one. And you can see how the strap is attached. So this is something where you could potentially take this and slip it through there. It's actually really tight. I thought it would be kind of easy to get the strap out that way, but it's not. You'd have to really work it and kind of push it through, and I don't know if it'll even come out, to be honest. It feels pretty tight, and I definitely don't want to mess it up. Here's a look at the inside of the bag. The part on top now is the front of the bag, just so you know, and have a little navigation. And I'll show you this. So it's got this large slip pocket on this side, and that's just big enough. Here, I'll put my iPhone 10 in there so you can get a little sense of the size of that. So there it is. So it's a pretty deep pocket, and it's wide enough that I can lay my phone down. The smaller slip pocket over here is not wide enough to slip my phone in. It almost is. Actually, yeah, I can just get it in, but I really have to work with it. It's kind of tight to get the phone in that way. So I don't keep it in there. I keep it laying down in that other bigger pocket. That smaller pocket to me looks like it was probably made for a flip phone. On the other side of the bag, so this would be on the back, you have a large zip pocket that's almost the size of the back wall of the bag. And on that pocket, you have the Chanel tag, made in France. I'll open up the zip pocket for you if I can find the zipper. And when that pocket is open, it is very big. It's huge. Would definitely fit a big wallet. I have my Sarah wallet here from Vuitton, so I'll put that in so you can get a sense of the size there. So that pocket just kind of swallows up the Sarah wallet, and that's a pretty big wallet. I did forget to mention the interior is a fabric of some sort. I don't know what kind of fabric, but of course it's durable. It's almost like a canvas thickness, but it's a little softer to me. There are two things I want to show you inside the bag still. One is over on this side. It has this piece of leather with a clip at the end, and of course that would be to hold your keys, or you could attach it to a pochette that has a D-ring, or something else that you don't want to lose that has somewhere you can clip it. And then I'm going to pull the interior out here, so it's not attached to the bag. You can pull it out like this to clean it or whatever, or get to your little serial number tag. And the serial number tag is what I want to show you. I'm going to cover up the numbers except for the first two, and I'm not sure how well that'll focus, but the serial number tag is attached to this little tab, which is attached to the bottom of the bag, and the serial number sticker faces the bottom, so when your stuff is on top it's not rubbing against it. But this is, I don't know if you can see that very well, but this is a 12 series bag, which, like I said, according to Yoogi's Closet, the information I found there, it looks like it was made in 2008 or 2009, so it's about a 10-year-old bag. And I think it looks amazing. One of the things I love about this, and this particular leather that's all wrinkly, is that it already, even brand new, looks kind of worn and weathered like the reissue. And so when it does get worn and weathered, it just is part of the bag and the character of the bag already. It's like it doesn't wear. It sort of always looks new because it was designed to look this way, until you start poking holes in it or something. But I'm still really impressed with the condition of this bag. One of the reasons I don't have a lot of leather bags, I've had some before and they, to me, seem to wear pretty quickly. The leather would start getting rubbed and not looking so great. But I don't know if this just wasn't used much or if this speaks to Chanel quality. I'm, again, not familiar enough with Chanel to know the difference just yet, but this bag looks incredible. And I'm tempted to go into a review of some of the things I love and some of the things that maybe aren't so great, but again, I'm gonna save that for a review where I have more to tell you about it. I will say this bronze color, and some people have pointed this out in comments and some other videos, the bronze color to me is more like a neutral. It's like a shiny brown. It's just like wearing a brown bag. It goes with anything. And the ruthenium makes it really casual. And that's what I wanted. And somebody asked me too in a comment section, did I intend for this to be an everyday bag? And I absolutely did. I wanted my first Chanel bag to be something that I would be comfortable wearing every day and not something that I would feel like a classic flap. I'd feel like that was too precious and that would be a special occasion bag. And I don't want to spend Chanel money on a bag I'm hardly ever going to carry. So this was perfect. It's very casual. I have been carrying it every day so far, and y'all know if you watch the 10K video what a steal I got on this from Fashionphile. It's amazing, amazing price. And if you don't know about that, go back and watch that 10,000 video. Again, it'll be linked below. Well, I think I went over everything on this bag, all the little details. If you have any questions about it, let me know. If you feel like I missed anything, let me know. If there's something you want to hear about in the review that I do, let me know that too. I would love any questions on it. All right, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Bye.